Hey guys, welcome back to the Mina Does Art Stuff YouTube channel. My name is Mina and on this channel we do art stuff. And today I have a very exciting package to open and the whole video is going to be about this one thing. Because I got some Amazon vouchers for Christmas and I'd saved some of it for this very specific purchase. I'd not been able to get it for the longest time because it's not been available on Amazon for the longest time. You've probably seen it all over the place on YouTube and I wasn't going to get it, but then I realised, I'd watched quite a few different swatching videos on it and I realised, you know what, I actually really like this set of colours, and so I thought, why not? I had the money from vouchers, so I thought, let's do it. And it is, as you've probably already know from the thumbnail and title of this video, so I don't know why I'm dragging this out. It's the Kuretake Art Nouveau Muted Colours watercolour set. So these are Japanese watercolours. I haven't opened them yet, I just opened the package. So these have been out of stock on Amazon in the UK for the longest time. And it's been a while since I've found a set of paints that the moment I saw them I was like, yep, that's it, that's the one. I like every single colour in the set pretty much. There might be one or two that aren't my favourites, but I think as a set they work really well. And yeah, this is the information on the back. I have the original 36 colour set of Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints, which I got a couple of years ago for my birthday from my mother-in-law. Now let's just get this cover off. There's bits of dust on there. And so yeah, here are the paints. Now Gansai paints are a bit different to your traditional Western watercolours. I don't believe they're vegan. If I'm not mistaken, they have some kind of animal-based glue in the binder, which makes them feel a little bit tacky, a little bit different when you are painting with them. So it says here, apply water brush with colours activated. Gansai pans may exhibit cracking due to extreme dryness, however it does not affect their quality. Occasionally Gansai pan texture may look rough due to tiny air bubbles which can occur during production. Does not affect paint quality. And you can create a colour chart by painting on the inside of the lid, like on that place there. Oh, it says here, not for intended use by children. When storing, keep Gansai pans horizontally with palette facing up. Do not leave in direct sunlight or in high temperatures. Do not use for purpose other than as intended. And make sure palette is dry before storing. Okay. Yeah, so it can be used opaquely or like similarly to gouache, or it can be watered down and used more transparently like watercolour. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any information about the ingredients used, but there doesn't seem to be, which is fine. It says here, Japanese traditional paint for professional artists and crafters, can be used as a gouache and watered down for use as a watercolour. Okay, so that's all the information that comes in the packaging. And I thought I would do a quick swatching of the colours. I just realised I need the packaging because it has the names of the colours in English on it, so I may want that. I believe it has it on the pans as well, so if I take one of these pans out, oh goodness, yeah, so the pans on the bottom, ooh, there we go, it has the number, like the colour number I guess. It's not pigment information, it's just a colour number, and then the name saffron yellow on the bottom of the pans. So that number matches up with the number in the palette. Like, it comes in a cardboard palette, so you could take these pans out. They're not like fixed in or anything. You could take them out and put them somewhere else, but if you wanted to put them back in, like if you took a few out to use for a painting and you wanted to put them back, the numbers on the bottom will match with where they go in the palette, so you can put them away in the right spot. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna swatch these out really quickly, probably set this to, because I do want to do a little painting with them and I'm losing the light really quickly. I'm having to use my sort of desk lamp to supplement lighting, and yeah, so that's why you're getting a bit of a glare off the pans. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. There we go, that's a better look at the colours. So yeah, I'm going to do a quick little swatch sheet here. I'll label it up and then we'll come back and chat about it once it's dry, and then I'll do a little painting as well. And today I'm going to be using this Roman Schmall synthetic squirrel round brush, pointed round brush. Jackson's have somewhat recently started stocking the Roman Schmall paintbrushes, so I picked up a couple to try out. And the paper that I'm using is by De La Rowney, the Langton Prestige, 100% cotton in the rough texture. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, so here we are after all the swatches have dried. Give you a little close-up of all of them, and I've labelled them. So if you want to pause at any point and write down any colours you particularly like. I will leave links to where you can purchase this pattern on Amazon, this palette on Amazon, and I'll also leave a link to a website where you can purchase the pans individually. So if there's only some of the colours that you like, you don't want to buy the whole palette, you just want a couple of them, you can purchase them on this other website. I can't remember the name of it now, but I'll make sure to leave a link to it below. So if you do want to just purchase a few rather than the whole thing, you can do that. Yeah, really like some of these colours. It's interesting actually, 3 of these colours, this green grey, the Venetian red, and this yellow brown, have some sort of interesting sort of texture or granulation type going on, especially this Venetian red. Don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but there's definitely something going on there. 2 colours that I think kind of stand out from this palette are the Vermilion and the Mars Yellow, in the sense that they're a lot brighter than everything else. A lot of these colours do have white mixed in them, just by the nature of the shades. They're a bit more on the pastel, more opaque, sort of muted side. I really like this range of like purples and like pinky reds. Those are really pretty. I like these greens down here and the blues. I love this whole palette. Even the yellows, I like that they're slightly on the greenish side. Yeah, really enjoying this palette. And yeah, I'm going to do a quick little, I say quick, I don't know how long it's going to take me to do it, but I've sort of sketched out this little landscape. I've left the sketch lines pretty dark. I will lighten them before I start painting, but I left them dark so you can sort of see a little bit what the lines, what the sketch is. It's a very simple sort of illustrative landscape type picture, I guess. I'm just going to roll over it with my kneaded eraser to lighten the sketch lines. So you probably won't be able to see it very well on camera anymore, but like I said, I did it darker initially just so you could get a clearer look at the drawing before or the sketch rather, before I start painting it. And I've kind of roughly gone through and picked out the colours I want to use, so we'll see how this works. I'm planning on mixing a couple of the colours, so we'll see how that works. And yeah, I think I'm going to keep using this Roman Schmall synthetic squirrel size 12 brush. I do have a smaller Roman Schmall. I have this small quill synthetic squirrel as well by Roman Schmall. I'll leave these brushes linked below as well. They're really nice. And the paper I'm using for this is the Bao Hong Academy paper pad. It's 100% cotton, cold pressed. And again, I will leave this linked as well if I can find it. And just because I can't find a palette near me right now, I'm just going to grab some palette paper for mixing on when I get to that. One of my cats annoyingly knocked over my water pot on my desk and this got all wet, so it's a bit warped, but that's fine. It'll do the job for when I need it. Okay, I'm probably going to set this to time lapse, bit of music, and then like I said, I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it today. I might have to finish it another day. My husband's on his way home with the kids, so we shall see how we do. All right, let's get to it.